Bitcoin, Ethereum, DeFi chain, many altcoins, and obviously coins are a bit in a downtrend. And if you look on a 1 month basis, we actually have lower prices than we had 30 days ago. And that on a monthly chart. It's not a real monthly chart. So far, March has been positive. But if you just kind of look at a 30-day rolling average, we're down. And I want to discuss in this video, where is this coming from? Why is this happening? Should you be concerned? And yeah, I want to kind of dig in there a bit. So with this, I have a lot of fun in today's video. Hey and welcome to today's video. My name is Julian. On my channel, it's all about making you crypto fit. I discuss the beautiful world of decentralization, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, most of all Bitcoin. But today we're going to talk actually pretty much all the coins, because especially over the past days, most of those coins have actually seen only one trend, and that is downward. If you actually, and I just mentioned that at the beginning, if you're actually looking at a 30-day rolling average, we are on a downtrend. We have actually lower prices than we had 30 days ago on pretty much all the coins. And so, yeah, I get it. A lot of people are concerned. They're talking about, is this the end of the bull run? And yeah, if we just look at some of the news here, right? You just look at some of the media, Markets Insider, Bitcoin could plunge 90% into a winter lasting years. Cryptocurrency funds flows decline as Bitcoin price trades sideways. So, I mean, many large outlets, right, are discussing and are talking about those things. And yeah, if you just look at the markets, right, I mean, now it kind of recovered a little bit. But if you look at the last 7 days, you see a little bit of an uptrend. Now, here's the key thing, though, especially over the last couple of days, and that's a Bitcoin chart here on a daily basis. You will see, and this is pretty much from December upwards, yeah, we have seen this trend up, but now, so this is like 23rd of March, we go back 23rd of February, like we are starting to be here, and suddenly we're like pretty much right now breaking even, right? I mean, February here, we were higher than we were here, and we see this through pretty much all of the coins, right? So now markets have been recovering slightly, but look here, Bitcoin minus 3.5%, Ethereum minus 4%. Okay, forget Tether right now, but now Tether is back in spot number 3. How did that happen, right? Binance, spot number 4, Cardano, spot number 5. I'm actually going to be talking to Charles Hoskinson quite soon, and yeah, have an interesting chat with him. So that's going to be a cool one. But you'll see, I mean, many coins here in like are down. Yeah, a coin obviously that I'm heavily invested in here, DeFi chain. There, additionally to the downtrend, a lot of the freezers got unfrozen over the weekend. So there's 6 months ago, a lot of people froze their DFI on Cake. They started unfreezing and they sold off a little bit of that, which is totally normal. They froze that when it was 20 cents. Now it's like $3. They have like 15-16x in their investment over the last 6 months. So yeah, some profit taking, right? And you can see this in a bit of a downward pressure. Yeah, and so it doesn't matter what kind of coin you look at or what kind of, so here I'm looking at my, this is the portfolio I always look at because these are my 3 largest holdings, right? So you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have DeFi chain. Now, obviously, like you can always shift it a little bit back and forth depending on what your time horizon is and all this. But if you look at it over the last couple of months, right, let's just put an even kind of spread here. You actually see a bit over the last couple of weeks, Bitcoin been performing well, and you can obviously see this here as well. 50 months moving average here. You can see this here. Bitcoin's been uptrending. Ethereum slightly been outperforming, always battling a bit with DeFi chain's performance. Now, obviously, as soon as we go a bit closer, so let's go like mid, there we actually see Bitcoin been heavily outperforming the rest. And this is interesting, right? If you go, for example, to Masari and you go to the DeFi screen out there, you can see that over the past couple of days, right? 7 days, 30 days, man, you see some massive punching bags here, right? A lot of them have Synthetics, Maker, Pancake Swap, DeFi chain, Wi-Fi, like many here, right? Ren, Loopring, many actually over the last 30 days have been really selling off in DeFi. And yeah, so we can see this a little bit. And to me, Bitcoin also falls under DeFi. It is actually a really large use case. And so there is no talking around the bush, right? We have seen over the past 30 days, especially, we have seen in pretty much all cryptocurrencies. I mean, some were the exception, but most of them actually. Maybe let me know if over the last 30 days you have made an investment that is up, like significantly up compared to 30 days ago. Let me know. Would be quite curious. But so, yeah, we've definitely seen this, and there's no talking around the bush and all that. So what's happening? And here are a couple of things. First of all, don't forget, like, if in doubt, zoom out. And most people just tend to focus so much on the day-to-day like return. They focus on the hours. I literally don't. I most of the time actually look at Bitcoin or all the cryptos on a monthly basis, right? And again, right now in March we are up, like so far months to date we're up, so all good as a whole. But just to kind of keep this in mind, right? So that's the first thing. Like, don't be too short-term focused, right? You really need to you need to have a solid time horizon. Never forget that, right? This is the first thing. The second thing, don't forget, people are up shitloads of money. I mean, Bitcoin is up compared to a year ago when there was the COVID crash. I mean, I bought Bitcoin there for $4,000, and now we're at what, like 55 or something. We did like 13x in a year, right? Ethereum, the same thing. It was sub 100, and now it's like 1700. DeFi chain, I mean, it started in May, right? Got listed in June for cents. Now it's at like over $3. So people making like 30x, 40x on those things. So it's totally normal. And look, and many of your coins probably as well. We can discuss Cardano. We could talk. It doesn't matter. I mean, Polkadot, all the coins, BNB, all of them. People are taking profits. And why are they taking profits? Well, because, and that's now the third kind of reason, because it's a bit of a self-fulfilling thing there, where people are kind of expecting more returns, but if it's starting to slow down, they'd rather say, you know what, let me cash in a little bit, because I don't know, want to take a bit of that profit. And that's kind of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because more and more people are doing it, and so at the end, it just makes everything slow down. And now here is the fourth and final part, and that's a key one. So far, we haven't seen much new people. And you can let me know in the comments if you are someone that hasn't been involved in crypto prior to that kind of run over the last 6 months, right? Maybe you probably have been part of 2017, 2018 already. And then maybe 2019, half of 2020, you kind of got a bit bored and were like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. And now end of 2020, you kind of woke up again, right? It could be. And so we haven't seen actually much new people coming in. We have seen people reawakening, but not the new people yet. And I think all this together makes what's happening right now, and I just want to kind of put this in there, extremely healthy. This is one of the most healthy things, this consolidation right now that we see, because it slows everything down. It washes out the people who are like super greedy, who want to get rich quick. And I think that's so essential here, because otherwise we would have way too early a bit of a run-up and a build-up. And I think that's a key concept here. And the other part, right, and now let's bring in an additional thing here. So far, you have to kind of agree, and I'm going to make a separate video on that, but pretty much all of crypto investing was centered around DeFi. Bitcoin is DeFi, right? All Ethereum, all the ecosystems there. It's pretty much all DeFi. Yeah, you have one or another exception, but it's pretty much all DeFi. But now you suddenly have a completely new concept coming in. You have these non-fungible tokens come in, right? It's collectibles, it's status, it's a completely different drive. And over the last 3 months, DeFi NFTs have significantly been outperforming DeFi. So a lot of the capital maybe on the sidelines, maybe also in crypto, they're like, hey, why don't I invest into those other projects? Could be interesting as well. So yeah, like here, Patrick writes, Chili's made like 900% in the last 30 days. One of the few exceptions who did really well over the last 30 days. Congrats, nice trade. So yeah, key, right? And I just want to kind of put this in there and just so you understand that. To me, right, fantastic buying opportunities. I actually bought some DFI in the last couple of days. I bought some Bitcoin in the last couple of days. Hey, I think these are really nice opportunities. in the mid to long term. Now, I don't know short term, but especially I think in the mid to short term. So just keep this in mind, right? And same thing, if you have a solid project that you enjoy, where you think the coin is good, the team is good, the community is fantastic, nothing changed over the last couple of weeks, right? We're just kind of consolidating. And to me, these are fantastic buying opportunities. So just keep this in mind. Now you will see this, right? You will have a lot of influencers and a lot of YouTubers come out, and they'll try to scare you, and they'll try to produce content in how this is the end and how this is going to happen and that. You'll see. There's absolutely no reason to kind of get scared right now. I get that you might be waiting and you're like, oh, what's happening? We are as far away from a crash how it could possibly be. In a crash time, no one talks about a crash. Everyone is super FOMO, super bullish, different scenario. So just keep this in mind. If you have any questions, shoot it down in the messages below in the comments. I'm happy to kind of walk it through. And if there's a general theme to the questions, if you have any wishes for videos, then I'll definitely drop a video on that. And other than that, hey, I hope you subscribe wherever you're watching, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, or YouTube, or if you're listening to the podcast, please subscribe. And yeah, leave me a positive review, leave me a positive comment. I would totally dig that. With that, stay cool. Have a beautiful week. Let's hope March doesn't finish too red, but maybe it's just a neutral month. I wouldn't expect actually much more, to be honest. And I hope I'll see you at the next video. Thanks so much. Yours truly, Julian. Bye-bye.